Welcome back if you are here again. And if you've never been here before, welcome for the first time. I appreciate you showing up. My name is Lindsay, and I'm also known as the Dragon Queen. I've been doing tattoos for almost 25 years now, and I've been an artist all of my life. So I like to come here and chat sometimes and share some knowledge with my peoples out here while I'm painting, or sometimes I'll just share some knowledge if I feel drawn to. But tonight I wanted to talk about the that beaver full moon that just passed. Bro, I don't know if y'all felt it. I'm sure you did if you've been on this journey, especially if you've been on it for a while. That shit hit me like a ton of bricks. If you saw my video last week, I spoke about how when I had to go get checked for a concussion, because I fainted here in my living room and pretty much face planted on the floor and chipped my tooth and all kinds of stuff. So I'm okay, but I know it had to do with all these energies of what's happening with the transition of letting go of the old and really receiving the new and stepping into the new version of myself, my new reality, and really being direct with my intentions and paying attention to what it is I want and not accepting anything that is outside of that. So that's a little bit what I wanted to talk about tonight too, because that's so important that it's why you've probably heard it quite a lot, and some of you may have brushed it off and some of you may have not and have actually done it and seen the results. But it's so important for you to really know what you want and sit down and write it down. It kind of gives you an outline and something to refer back to also, because what you want to do is make sure that you're not accepting anything, like I said, outside of that. So sometimes I used to, I mean, I still do sometimes, but more so in the past, get confused about, I'm dating someone now, but when I was single, been single for a long time. And, I had to make sure that what I wanted was coming through. And so there would be times where I wasn't sure, and I would start to talk to somebody, and then I'd be like, well, are they communicative? Are they this? Well, maybe they're, and make excuses for them for whatever reason that they weren't living up to, let's say, what I wanted in a partner. And nothing of their fault. It's my responsibility to let go of people that aren't treating me properly, if that's the case, even if it's not as, again, communicative as I want. And that's not treating properly, but if you're getting ignored and you're supposed to be talking to someone and they're not really, again, communicating or letting you know what's up, then you know that you need to dismiss that person. That person's not for you. So there would be times, because I didn't write down what I actually wanted in a partner and what I would provide as a partner, that I would get confused about stuff like that, because my intentions weren't clear. You know what I mean? They weren't focused. So once I wrote that down and really realized what I wanted, what I deserved, all of that, it really wasn't long until my person came into my life. So it's much easier to weed out, and this isn't just about relationships, it's also about what you want for your life career-wise, day-to-day activities and stuff like that. You really want to know what you want and write it down again, because it's a nice framework and blueprint of what you'll accept and what you won't accept in your life for what your path is, right? What you want and what somebody else wants is different. So just because they wrote down, this specific thing for them, it doesn't mean that has to be on your list too. But just know that, even if it's a societal thing, if it's something that's not for you, don't put it on there, and know that you can receive and accept exactly what you want. You know what I mean? But you have to know what that is. That's why you need to write it down and refer back to it. If you have a job that comes into your life that you're wanting, or a career, say you want to be an entrepreneur, say you want to work for yourself if you don't yet. Well, then you need to take steps that go towards that and not accept anything outside of that. You might be doing hi Valerie. You might be doing a part-time job right now or something and just working yourself through of what you want for your career. But if one of the things that you're wanting for your career is not to overwork and to do be more productive in a shorter span of time, then that's what you need to do day to day and really put that stuff into motion and into action, including, again, just dismissing anything that's not for you. So the full moon has really, it was a super moon and it was the beaver moon, which is funny because I'm 12, right? Beaver moon. But it's been probably affecting me for over a couple weeks now, even though it hasn't been here. Just the energies of switching everything up and trying to move forward with what we need to move forward with in this new reality, really. Because the shift has been so big that if you are not focused on what you want and you have your foot in your old reality and you have your foot in your new reality, you're going to feel like your head is spinning and like you're not grounded. So, you know, big part of spirituality is what? Getting yourself outside and getting your ass grounded and putting your feet in some grass and some dirt and really know that you are one with the earth and connected to everything. You can create your reality. I see, you know, the more that I let go and chill the fuck out, the more manifestations I see, big and small. You know what I mean? You have to trust in higher power, God, source. Hi guys. And really, whatever that is to you, universe, I don't care what you call it, just trust in it and know that everything will be taken care of if you chill the fuck out, right? Go minute by minute if you need to, you know, sometimes, and really say, hey, is this what aligns with my higher path, you know, with what I want for my life? If it's not, then switch up your behavior about it. It's not going to be the easiest to do. You know what I mean? We get into these habitual things where, I don't know, you just get into the habit, obviously, of getting up and doing the same thing every day in kind of a ritual and a routine type of way, which is a good thing, but keeping the same routine for years and years and years and not switching things up and bringing new things in and expanding and experiencing, that's just not how you're supposed to be living, my loves. You're supposed to be living it up and really experiencing and not letting fear get to you, you know what I mean? And really living the dream life that you want to live. So I really wanted to touch on that tonight because things that I've written down and didn't accept anything outside of, didn't make excuses for anyone, have come to me like this, and I just let it go. You don't have to think about it every day. You don't have to, you know, fix yourself. None of that stuff. You have to just make sure that in each moment you are knowing that you are taken care of, that source has you, that your higher self has you. You know, God doesn't get mad at you and punish you for doing things. It's your way of thinking that punishes you. So make sure that you switch that up. And not even punish. I don't even want to say punish because it's not a right or wrong thing. It's just part of your path so that you can grow and learn and expand. My goal is to help you guys just have an easier day-to-day life. That's why I'm out here doing some of this shit. Not shit. But that's why I'm out here, you know. I practice with certain things of, you know, between meditations and certain ways of doing things and switching things up and, you know, listening to different people as far as like between, you know, Abraham Hicks, Joe Dispenza, Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill. Anybody that's talking about the law of attraction is talking about all the same thing, even though they might say it in different ways. And there might be a little bit of different practices going on of what they suggest, but they are all to get you to the point to know that you are taken care of if you just relax, know what you want, know who you are, and focus on that, have confidence in it. Move forward without fear. You know, you'll have days that you're off. You'll have days that you're fearful, you know, but push through it. I have been feeling like the moon has literally had me feeling like, or the energies of the switching up, whatever's going on right now, have literally been feeling like I took some drug, like somebody spiked my drink or roofied me or something, because it feels like I'm out here floating on acid and a whole new dimension just like shooting through timelines and stuff like that. It's been really fucking crazy. And I know other people around me have been going through the same thing. So if you have too, you know what I mean? Like drop a comment and let me know if you guys have been experiencing something similar. because this has probably been the heaviest transition and time that I've ever had in this spiritual, since I've awoken spiritually, right? Since I've been more aware and started paying attention to what was going on in my reality and how energies work, and really trying to educate myself on that, right? It's been really cool, actually. But anyway, that's why, you know, if you were born on the other side of the world and your God is not God, your God is Buddha, your, you know, your person, your higher source, you know, the Most High. Sorry, I've got some bugs flying around in here. I got my back door open. It's a beautiful night. But they're flying around in here, so that's what I'm flicking away. Anyway, sorry. If you have your higher source, be whatever that is, wherever you were born, whatever, you know, that's not right or wrong, you guys. That's why this religion shit is unhealthy in those types of ways, to where if we condemn each other for what we believe in, it's ridiculous. Because if you believe God, whoever your God, like I said, higher power is, an all-loving God, then we were all born on the same earth. So why would they be upset or punishing anyone for choosing, again, like Buddha, or, you know, a Muslim religion, or whatever anyone, you know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So just know that your higher power, higher source is taking care of you, no matter what you call it, right? It's hate that's dividing, hate for yourself, hate for others. Anything that's meant to separate us is not the way to go, and will keep you from your blessings. Even if you receive some of them living in some hateful ass shit, it's not going to go well. It's not going to end well. It's not going to be a, you know, a smooth ride. So you live from love for yourself and know that everyone is you reflected, right? Experiences you have, stuff that you draw to yourself. If you're walking around complaining all day and talking about how everything's horrible and your days are shit, then that's how your days are going to be. You're literally creating that. So it's quite important that you get fucking right with what you're talking about with yourself. And that's why I said writing it down is so important. I often have to refer back to what I wrote. And, well, you should be rereading it anyways, just to keep it fresh in your mind. But there will be times that I go back to what I had written and go over it and forgot some of the stuff that I had written in there, that I thought, you know, I woke up and, you know, balanced and aligned myself and was like, okay, yeah, no, I got it. I got my picture of what I want, who I am. Like, let's get through this day. Not get through it like that, but, you know, let's move through the day the best we can. And then I end up, you know, overdoing, overthinking, overworking, when I should have just sat down and read my list of what was acceptable and what was not to me. And then that would have been it, you know. Then I could have navigated my day much more smooth in that way. So just something I wanted to share with you guys. If you're going through some hard times with the switch up of energies too, just know that you're not alone. You know, it does feel weird as fuck. We're trying to not infiltrate, trying to, you know, weave in the new energies and let go of the old. So that's gonna feel weird. You know, it's not our comfort zone anymore. You're stepping out of your comfort zone. And that's a big fucking deal. So give yourself a pat on the back if that's what you've been doing. Because it's not easy. And also make sure you're celebrating yourself and make sure you're resting. You know what I mean? Listen to what your body is telling you. There's reasons for stuff. Reasons you get, you know, your intuition is nudging you at certain times for certain things. But if your head's all clouded up with everybody else's thoughts and opinions and the fucking news and the weather and your aunt and your uncle and your mom and what somebody said when you were in 3rd grade, you're not going to be able to hear your true voice of what you need to hear. So that's also why you need to write your stuff down and sit down and quiet your mind before you get your day going. Don't jump up on your phone and start checking shit. Then you're allowing others' opinions and comparing yourself immediately, even if you don't do it consciously. It's subconscious, and it's a habitual thing that we've just done since we were little. You know what I mean? It's out there. You just compare yourself to shit. Sometimes you can't help it. So you have to acknowledge that and switch that behavior up too. I am so much more peaceful. Well, I don't usually get up and get on my phone anyways, but if ever I do, if I get in a little loop where that's what I've been doing, it always throws me off balance, and it feels like I can't think for myself. And I have to sit down and shut the fuck up and get rid of those energies and those other voices. And then I can truly hear what voice is inside and what I need to hear for that day, right? To continue on. So, again, I just wanted to share some of that stuff with you guys. I hope you're all doing well. I'm working on this chameleon painting. It's pretty big, as you can see. This is only half of it here. I'll be doing a show in Miami, in Wynwood, on December 13th. It's a Saturday. And it's called the Local Art Club, is who's putting the show on. It's a dope art show. I've done shows with them before in the past. So if you're near Miami or you'll be in Miami around that time, I would love to see you guys there. I'll have this painting there and quite a few other ones. Some stuff for sale, excuse me, some merch, and lots of other things. I'll be pulling some cards and doing some little mini readings and stuff like that too. At the end of this video, I'll be doing a card pull too, and just to give some advice to wrap everything up and hopefully help you guys out if need be. Okay, so I don't think it's gonna be a super long video tonight. Pretty much got out what I wanted to say for the most part. I feel like if you're here, then your energies are matching mine, and you've been doing the work, and you've been doing a great job. So thank you. Thank you. Thank yourself, and congratulate yourself for getting this far and for focusing. I would like to feel a little less like I'm on drugs, like somebody put some acid and mushrooms in my coffee. But I think once I integrate my old energies out and integrate my new energies fully in and get used to those, and those will be my new comfort zone for now until I level up again, then I think I'm going to kind of feel floaty and kind of feel like I'm a bit disoriented. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, if you're feeling really off and weird as fuck, and I'm telling you, it's been the energies lately, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're not sick. You don't need to go to the doctor. Well, if you do, you do. But as far as the energies go, if this is what you're feeling like, then if you've gotten this far, you're doing a great job. So I applaud you. Let's just pull a card for the end. Be a little shorty-orty video tonight. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know or whatever. But I try to do these actually on every Thursday at 8 p.m. But tonight, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But tonight it's Friday, obviously. Yesterday, because of the full moon energies, I'm going to say that 1,200 more times, apparently, that I was feeling super off, and I just had to go to bed and give myself some time. So usually these are on Thursdays at 8 o'clock. If I have something to chat about and I want to share, I like to have a comfortable place for you guys to come. I have a lot of different videos and different readings and stuff on my channel. Like I said, I do tattoos, I commission artwork, all kinds of fun things. So, hi, Buggy. You say hi to my dog. Here's my little bug. You want to bless the cards? Okay, no, don't jump up here yet. I'm almost done. Okay. So I'll get a card pulled and finish out this reading, this video with some advice for this week coming up. Definitely is to relax. I'm going to tell you that right now, and take things as slow as you can and be patient with yourself. Freedom. Beautiful. She's in a cage, but she has a key, and there's a dragonfly that looks like it's bringing it to her. There's a dove there. We've got lots of blues and greens, which is all about your throat and your heart chakra. A lovely pink ribbon, again, about your heart chakra. So check those images out for a second, and then I'll read the meaning to you guys. It's definitely pertinent to what's been going on of releasing the old, and I feel much more free now that I've stepped into these new energies of really what I want, the reality of what I want, and knowing that I can have it, and trusting that God, higher source, whatever, will take care of me and has always taken care of me. And once I allow and align, it flows in, you guys, big to small. Earlier, I was flipping around. I had I love to watch old movies and stuff when I'm on, fucking bugs, bro. When I'm painting, I love to watch old movies, especially from the 80s and shit like that. I love the old movies. But I've been wanting to watch The Lost Boys forever. And not just because it's been Halloween season, I just fucking love that movie, especially while I'm painting. And man, I've been stressed out the last few weeks, admittedly. I haven't been aligned. I haven't been, you know what I mean? I've been in my head too much. So I've definitely been working through that shit and been doing a better job. Thank God for that. But, so one of the movies I've really been wanting to watch is The Lost Boys, and I haven't been. And as soon as I let go and got through released these energies the other night and kind of chilled the fuck out and made sure I was aligned before I continued my day, before I set up for this just a few hours ago, I had an inkling to get on Tubi, right? And it's all a bunch of free cool movies on there. And there's a bunch of, like, all the Fridays are on there right now, and a few other good ones. What did I watch earlier? I can't remember what I watched. But anyway, like, Interview with the Vampire, there's a bunch of good ones. And as soon as I got done watching the movie that I watched earlier, immediately what just was playing automatically next was The Lost Boys. Like, dope as fuck. I couldn't have been happier, seriously. It's the small things, right? But that's what we're supposed to be doing, is living day to day with the small things and being grateful for those and enjoying them. And not just rushing to the end goal of something, because you're always going to be creating and having goals and having things you want to do and get done, right? So don't rush to the end of that. It is the process. That's the part of it. So, you know, it's a good thing when you slow down and you're really just, not nurture, you really get to savor every moment of every day, because like I said, that's what we're here for. We're not here to stress out and rush through things. The feeling you get when you know you can just sit down and like everything is taken care of and you can relax, that's not an odd thing to have. That's not a once a week or a once a month feeling to have. That's supposed to be every day, you guys. Okay, you're supposed to have that feeling of, oh, I can just chill as much as you can. It's not supposed to be an odd thing or a rare thing in your life. So, you know, we weren't made and born and created to come here to suffer. But when we have these thoughts in our head that, you know, overtake us sometimes, or again, we let others in, we don't have our confidence about us and have things written down that are exactly what we want in our life, of what's acceptable and what's not, then this is why we're unstable and we're floating around stressed the fuck out and not knowing who we are. So I just want you guys to be more confident in yourself. And it is much more the feeling of freedom on this side when you're not worried about everything and know that it's taken care of. If you slow down even just for a few days and try to let go, and again, go be more patient with yourself each day, you'll start to see your little manifestations come through and things work out. And that should give you, I'm not married, but I am in a relationship. So thank you for asking, though. I do appreciate it. So yeah, so to get through this stuff and rush through it is no good, guys. Have patience with yourself, because the freedom that you feel, like I said, that's what I was saying, once you get to see little manifestations here and there come through, things that you wanted, things that, you know, because you can chill the fuck out and they're still there and more of them are there, it'll give you that excited feeling and that again, that confidence to go through and know that you can feel like that all the time and that things will come through for you and work out just how you wanted. Okay? So, freedom. Let's read freedom, and then I'm going to get you guys off here so you can go enjoy the rest of your Friday. I'm going to do a little more painting, methinks, and then head to bed in a little bit. Watch the rest of The Lost Boys, obviously. I might watch it tomorrow night, too. Anyways, freedom. Okay. Your power is eternal, and yet you're held down by the heaviness of burdens tied into emotional commitment. Somebody fears your power, having recognized your full potential on all levels, and has led you to buy into false doubt, worry, and insecurity. Bruh, what were we talking about earlier? Seriously. About having others' opinions and being insecure about it because it's other people's shit and comparing yourself to shit and waking up? Yeah, no, we're not doing that no more around here. Restriction and control has dimmed your spirit and suffocated the expression of your soul. It's time to fly the nest and release yourself from those who have clipped your wings. Each of us has been gifted with free will. So rise freely above anything that's enslaved and imprisoned you, and allow your loaded mind to be liberated as your heart and soul soar to new heights. Magical meanings of this card. These might pertain and might not, okay? It doesn't mean it's all of them. It could be one or two that pertain to you, or all of them. Doesn't matter. But anyways, magical meanings could be to step into your authenticity, Trust your intuition and go with what feels right. Exercise your freedom of speech, what I was saying about the blues earlier, your throat chakra. Release judgment of yourself and others, and your destiny awaits. So there's something or somebody you need to speak to or speak up about. Some boundaries you need to set that are healthy, that you're letting people walk all over you. That's not cool. You're not going to get anywhere in life letting people walk all over you. Stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself and tell people this is cool and this isn't cool. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I know we have to get through, there's the fear of, conflict. You don't want to argue with anybody. You don't want to hear anybody's mouth. Maybe somebody's just really unpleasant and you just don't like talking to them. And, right on. I really appreciate that. Is it Exor? I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. But yeah, you have to speak up for yourself, you guys. You got to fucking stand up for yourselves. You can't let people walk all over you and let them run your life with their opinions, because this is your life. You came here for a reason, to expand and experience and love. And if they don't understand that, then that is their problem. And it is not your responsibility to over-explain yourself or overdo or follow their path. It's none of your business, okay? So I love you guys very much. I appreciate y'all being here. Again, you have freedom, free will. If you just let go a little bit and let yourself be. Speak your truth, write down what you want, and follow that. And don't accept anything outside of it, okay? I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Thursday, hopefully. If not, I'll post about it. But next Thursday at 8, hopefully I'll see you then. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. See you.